ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Very good morning to all. This is the last topic of the chapter chemical bond. Last chapter of the that means last topic of the chapter chemical bond. In this topic I will explain about the hydrogen bond as what are the important points related to hydrogen bond, what are the favorable conditions, and how many types of hydrogen bonds, and what about the scope of and significance of hydrogen bond, that we have to discuss under this topic. And same time in this chapter we came across different types of the bonds: ionic bond, covalent bond, dative bond already. And here this is the hydrogen bond. This is the hydrogen bond. How can you define hydrogen bond? In previous classes, I think you are familiar with only the definition. But here you have to go through the details of the hydrogen bond. Go through the details of hydrogen bond. What is hydrogen bond? How can you define? Here the hydrogen bond was first introduced by Rodbush and Latimer. Rodbush and Latimer. And here hydrogen bond is a weak electrostatic attraction between the partially positively charged hydrogen atom and more electronegative atom of the same molecule or different molecules. Same molecule or different molecule. I am repeating once again. Hydrogen bond may be defined as a weak electrostatic force of attraction or weak electrostatic attraction between the partially positively charged hydrogen atom and more electronegative atom of the same molecule or different molecule. Same molecule or different molecule. Okay. But what about the important points that are related to hydrogen bond? Look at the first one. Hydrogen bond is represented by three dots, three broken dashes. Three dots are three broken dots. And here, in most of the cases, the bond length of hydrogen bond is 1.75 angstrom units to 2.75 angstrom units. And the bond energy of the hydrogen bond is 2 to 10 kilocalories per mole or 40 to 50 kilojoule per mole. And there is an important note. The strength of the hydrogen bond directly proportional to electronegativity difference between the two bonded atoms. Two bonded atoms. Hydrogen bond is represented by three dots or three broken dashes. Here the bond length of hydrogen bond is 1.75 angstrom units to 2.75 angstrom units. The bond energy of hydrogen bond is 2 to 10 kilocalories per mole, and that is also expressed in terms of kilojoules per mole, that is 40 to 50 kilojoule per mole. Here the strength of the hydrogen bond is directly proportional to electronegativity difference between the two bonded atoms which are bonded through hydrogen bond. And the order of strength of different bonds. The order of strength of different bonds is as follow: ionic bond, covalent bond, dative bond, hydrogen bond, and intermolecular forces, physical forces, nothing but van der Waals forces. This is the decreasing order of the strength of different bonds: ionic bond, covalent bond, dative bond, hydrogen bond, and intermolecular forces. And next one, the strength of the hydrogen bond is directly proportional to electronegativity difference between the two bonded atoms. And this is the strength of the hydrogen bond, this is the bond length. And how can you define hydrogen bond? A weak electrostatic attraction between the partially positively charged hydrogen atom and more electronegative atom of the same molecule or different molecule. Okay, but what is the sense of more electronegative atom? Here, what about the favorable conditions? What about the conditions that are required for the formation of hydrogen bond? Number one, the compound should have at least one hydrogen atom directly bonded with more electronegative atom of same or directly electronegative atom. And here the second one, the more electronegative atom may be fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen, and rarely chlorine. These are the favorable conditions for the formation of hydrogen bond. These are the important characteristics of hydrogen bond. What are they? Here hydrogen bond is represented by 3 dots or 3 broken lines. And the bond length is 1.75 to 2.75 angstrom units. And the bond energy is 2 to 10 kilocalories or 40 to 50 kilojoule per mole. The strength of the hydrogen bond is directly proportional to electronegativity difference between the two bonded atoms. And order of the strength of the different bonds is given like this. And these are the favorable conditions. And here, what about the different types of hydrogen bonds? First one, intermolecular hydrogen bond. Second one, intramolecular hydrogen bonds. Intramolecular hydrogen bonds. What about the intermolecular hydrogen bonds and intramolecular hydrogen bonds? That is about the different types of hydrogen bonds. Now, I will explain the hydrogen bond once again by using different conditions. Based on the tendency of formation of hydrogen bond in a compound, here the hydrogen bonds are once again divided into two types. What are they? Intermolecular hydrogen bonds and intramolecular hydrogen bonds. Okay, we can write here also. That is intramolecular hydrogen bond. Here the name itself indicating the nature. Inter means in between two different. Intra, within the same. That is very easy to distinguish the intramolecular and intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Intermolecular hydrogen bond, how can you define? The hydrogen bond which is formed between two different molecules. The hydrogen bond formed between two different molecules is known as intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Or the hydrogen bond which is formed between partially positively charged hydrogen atom of one molecule and more electronegative atom of other molecule is known as intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Here, what about the examples? First one, H2O, NH3, HF, acetic acid, okay, acetic acid and perchloric acid. Next, para-nitrophenol, para-nitroaniline, para-hydroxy benzaldehyde, para-hydroxy benzoic acid, etc. The hydrogen bond formed between two different molecules is known as intermolecular hydrogen bonds. First one, water. This is water molecule 1. Second molecule, third molecule, fourth molecule. This is the more electronegative atom of molecule 1. This is the partially positively charged hydrogen atom of second molecule. Here, the hydrogen bond is formed between more electronegative atom of first molecule and partially positively charged hydrogen atom of second molecule. Same thing once again. Minus, plus, minus, plus. Next, here second example, NH3. Partially positively charged hydrogen atom, more electronegative atom of another molecule, this one. This is molecule 1, this is molecule 2, this is molecule 3, this is molecule 4. Here this is partially positively charged hydrogen atom of molecule 2, this is more electronegative atom of molecule 1. Here this is hydrogen bond. Next, HF. This is molecule 1, this is molecule 2, this is molecule 3. This is partially negatively charged hydrogen atom, partially positively charged hydrogen atom. This is more electronegative fluorine atom, minus, plus. These are partial charges. Next, here acetic acid. Fourth example, acetic acid. This is molecule 1 and this is molecule 2. The two molecules are held with each other through the hydrogen bonds. So, this is represented as the dimer, and these hydrogen bonds are known as intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Next, another example. Para-hydroxy benzaldehyde, O plus minus. Here this CHO group is not involved in the formation of hydrogen bond. This OH group is involved in the formation of hydrogen bond, negative and positive. And this is another benzaldehyde molecule. Benzaldehyde molecule. Right. Why I am representing all these molecules diagrammatically here? This is acetic acid. You should familiar with the molecular formula and structures in these earlier chapters. As the syllabus goes on, here it is very difficult and it requires more practice to remember the molecular formulas and etc. So, it is better to practice the names of the molecules and structures in earlier chapters. Due to that only I have given so many examples. This is para-hydroxy benzaldehyde, and this is also known as para-salicylaldehyde. Para-salicylaldehyde. Next, another one. Para-hydroxy benzoic acid. It has two hydrogen bonds. This is negative and this is positive. Positive, negative. Here only one hydrogen bond is there in the para-benzaldehyde or para-salicylaldehyde, para-salicylic acid. And this is also known as para-hydroxy benzoic acid. Benzoic acid. Benzoic acid. Para-nitrophenol, another example. Para-nitrophenol. What about the next? This is quite peculiar. Reverse. This is para-nitrophenol. Para-nitrophenol. Next, para-nitroaniline. This is para-nitrophenol. This is para-nitroaniline. Here I have given so many examples: water, ammonia, HF and carboxylic acid, para-salicylaldehyde, para-benzoic acid and para-nitrophenol and para-nitroaniline. These are all examples to the molecules with intermolecular hydrogen bonds. The hydrogen bond formed between two different molecules is known as intermolecular hydrogen bond. Intermolecular hydrogen bond. Okay. Now you have to recollect the definition once again. A weak electrostatic force of attraction between the partially positively charged hydrogen atom and more electronegative atom of same molecule or different molecule is known as hydrogen bond, right? And once again go for favorable conditions. The favorable condition for the formation of hydrogen bond is, first one, the molecule should have at least one, partially positively charged hydrogen atom. At least one. And same time it required means that may be within the same molecule or different molecule. It required more electronegative atoms like oxygen or nitrogen or fluorine or chlorine, rarely chlorine. This is about the intermolecular hydrogen bond and also the favorable condition for the formation of hydrogen bonds. Okay. Next one. What about the intramolecular hydrogen bonds? What about the intramolecular hydrogen bonds? And same time, after completion of different types of hydrogen bonds, I will give the details of significance of intramolecular and intermolecular. Significance will be given later on. Intramolecular hydrogen bond. Intramolecular hydrogen bond. What about the intramolecular hydrogen bond? Quite contrast to the intermolecular. Intra means within the same. The hydrogen bond formed within the same molecule means what? The partially positively charged hydrogen atom and more electronegative atom within the same molecule. Both are related to the same. Such a type of hydrogen bond is known as intramolecular hydrogen bonds. Here, example to the intramolecular hydrogen bonds are, here the first one, ortho nitrophenol, ortho hydroxy benzaldehyde, that is also known as salicylaldehyde. Next, orthohydroxy benzoic acid, that is also known as salicylic acid. Salicylic acid. Okay, orthonitrophenol, orthohydroxy benzaldehyde and orthohydroxy benzoic acid. And we can give some other examples also. Chloral hydrate. These are examples to the molecules with intramolecular hydrogen bond. Next, orthonitroaniline. Look at here the first one. Orthonitrophenol. Second one, orthohydroxy benzaldehyde. Third one, salicylic acid. Salicylic acid, chloral hydrate, chloral hydrate, chloral hydrate, orthonitroaniline, orthonitroaniline, orthonitroaniline. These are all examples to the intramolecular hydrogen bonds. Intramolecular hydrogen bonds. This is the most popular examples that are related to both intermolecular and also intramolecular hydrogen bonds. And same time, by the application of this concept, we have to go through the significance also. Significance of hydrogen bond. Before going to discuss about the significance of hydrogen bond, I would like to give two or more important statements. Here, frequently, this type of questions will be asked in the statement type questions in mains. What about that? First one. Hydrogen bond in water is weaker than HF. Even though water has higher boiling point than HF, 19.6 degrees centigrade, and this is 100 degrees centigrade. Hydrogen bond in water is weaker than HF. Suppose this is considered as statement 1. Right. Now we can convert this as a statement type question. That is statement 1. Second statement. Boiling point of water is higher than HF. Statement 1. Hydrogen bond in water is weaker than HF. Statement 2. Boiling point of water is higher than that of HF. Higher than that of HF. Here the controversy is boiling point of water is 100 degrees centigrade. Boiling point of HF is 19.6. Okay. In both HF and also H2O, both are having intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Okay. Intermolecular hydrogen bonds. And here water has higher boiling point and HF has lower boiling point. What is the reason for that? Whether this is correct or not, first you have to check out. Hydrogen bond in water is weaker than HF. That you have to decide first. At very beginning I have given a statement. The strength of hydrogen bond is directly proportional to the electronegativity difference between the two bonded atoms. Two bonded atoms means the two atoms which are bonded through a hydrogen bond, right? Here this is water, okay, minus plus. Electronegativity of oxygen is equal to 3.5, second most electronegative element. Electronegativity of hydrogen is equal to 2.1, difference 1.4. Okay. Second one, HF, right? This is partially positively charged hydrogen atom, this is more electronegative fluorine atom. Electronegativity of fluorine is equal to 4. Electronegativity of hydrogen is equal to 2.1, difference 1.9. In hydrogen fluoride, the electronegativity difference is 1.9. And in water, the electronegativity difference is 1.4. As per the statement given, here the strength of hydrogen bond directly proportional to electronegativity difference. Based on this statement, the hydrogen bond present in water is weaker than HF. Here the statement is correct. Here the same question is also given in another way. I have given 3 molecules, NH3, water and HF. From these 3, order of strength of hydrogen bond is, first option A, water, ammonia, HF. Second one, water, HF, ammonia. Third one, NH3, H2O, HF. Fourth one, HF, H2O, NH3. What is the correct answer? This is correct. Here, hydrogen fluoride has a stronger hydrogen bond than water, stronger than ammonia. That is second model. Okay. This is about the first statement. Second statement. If the statement 1 is correct, then here the boiling point of water should be less than that of the boiling point of HF. If this is correct, here the condition should be like this. But this is wrong. This is correct. Why? What is the reason for that? What is the reason for that? Very simple. Water has more number of hydrogen bonds than HF. Point number 1. Second point. In liquid water, each molecule has 3 hydrogen bonds. To convert liquid water to water vapor, here for each molecule we have to break 3 hydrogen bonds. 3 hydrogen bonds. Then more energy is required for the breaking of more number of hydrogen bonds. And third reason, in HF In HF, a group of 6 molecules, 6 HF molecules, a group of 6 HF molecules, group of 6 HF molecules are existed in the vapor. Means what? Here in liquid HF only 2 bonds are there. Lesser number of hydrogen bonds are present. Okay. During the conversion of the liquid HF into vapor, here we have to break lesser number of hydrogen bonds. Why? A group of 6 molecules are appeared like this. Then after each 6 molecules we have to break 1 hydrogen bond to convert the liquid HF into vapor. Then lesser number of hydrogen bonds are required to break for the conversion of liquid HF into vapor. But here for the conversion of the liquid water into vapor state, we have to break 3 hydrogen bonds per each molecule. Then more number of hydrogen bonds are required to break, then more energy is required. Means boiling point is higher. Here lesser number of hydrogen bonds are required to break. Why? 6 HF molecules are appeared as a group. Therefore, lesser number of hydrogen bonds are required to break. Then less energy is required to convert liquid vapor into, liquid HF into vapor. Therefore, boiling point is low. This is about the explanation. And next one. Another statement. Another statement or second statement. Second statement. Acetic acid is existed as dimer. This is statement 1. Statement 2. Acetic acid is existed as dimer. Statement 2. Intramolecular hydrogen bonds are present in carboxylic acids. Now you have to recall the examples that are given in intermolecular hydrogen bonds and intramolecular hydrogen bonds. Here acetic acid is existed as a dimer. This is correct, but this is wrong. Why? Here acetic acid is existed as a dimer. This is the structure of acetic acid. Okay? 2 molecules are held with each other, so this is represented as the dimer. But reason intramolecular hydrogen bonds present in carboxylic acids. Is it correct? No. This is molecule 1, this is molecule 2. The 2 different molecules are held with each other through the hydrogen bonds. So this is nothing but intermolecular hydrogen bonds. This is the correct reason. This is not correct, wrong. Okay. Second model. Third statement. Here assertion reason type. Assertion. Alcohol is readily miscible with water. Reason. Intermolecular hydrogen bonds are present between the molecules. Alcohol is readily soluble in the water or readily soluble or miscible with water. Here intermolecular hydrogen bonds are present between the molecules. This is correct. This is also correct. And same time this is correct reason for the first one. Here option 1. Assertion reason. Both are correct. And reason is correct explanation for assertion. Second one, assertion, reason both are correct. Reason is not correct explanation for A. Third one, assertion is correct or is wrong. Fourth one, assertion is wrong and reason is correct. Here, alcohol is miscible with water. Assertion is correct. Intermolecular hydrogen bonds are present between the molecules. This is also correct. And same time, this is the reason for the first one. So, option 1. How? Let us consider water. Here, this is more electronegative atom. When water is added to alcohol, here the intermolecular hydrogen bond is formed between the water molecule and alcohol molecules. And due to formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonds between the water molecule and alcohol molecule, here alcohol is readily miscible with the water. So this is correct. So assertion, reason both are correct. Reason is correct explanation for assertion. This is the third type of questioning. And in the next class I will give some other details that are related to significance of hydrogen bonds. That is the next topic.